Ho ho ho. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Faith. Thank you so much for being here. Today I am giving you my 36-week update. 36 weeks is like a big week, I guess, when it comes to pregnancy, because it's when you get like your final sonogram to see the baby's position, and you start doing your doctor's visits weekly. Actually, I feel like I've been going weekly for a couple weeks now, but things are really winding down, and this is going to be kind of like a third trimester in general update, because obviously I could go into labor really at any point now. They say 37 to 40 weeks, anywhere in there is full term, so I'm not going to be giving you like a third trimester update once I already have my baby, you know what I mean? So this is kind of like my third trimester update, 36-week update sort of video. Do you get what I'm saying? It has finally gotten warm out, which I'm not complaining about, but holy cow, being this pregnant in the summer is not good. I am glad that I am due in June and not like August. I feel bad for you if you are in a hot weather area and you are due in July or August and you have to go through this heat for 2 more months with this baby in you. I feel sympathy. Also, I hope the lighting is okay. It's a little weird. I've never filmed in this corner before. I am in the nursery. I'm going to be doing a nursery room tour for sure. I finally got everything put together and organized. I can't wait to show it to you guys. That'll be coming in the next couple weeks. But yeah, I've never sat in this corner with this window here. I do have a light coming this way, but I don't know if I'm like shadowy. We'll just have to go with it for now. So my last update pregnancy-wise was my second trimester update. So I will be filling you in on all of the symptoms I've been having since then in this third trimester. I'll fill you in on my doctor's appointment and what I found out at my 36-week appointment, everything like that. I also have sonogram pictures, so I will show you those at the end. And you're already seeing my bump, so maybe I'll do a close-up bump date at the end, but it's kind of on display already. Okay, so let's first start with, hold on, let me pull up my notes here. I don't want to forget anything. Okay, let me just start with my symptoms, because I have to say, the first trimester has still been the worst for me. If you guys have been following me along and watching my videos, you know that in my first trimester I was extremely sick, nauseous all the time. This is still not nearly as bad as that, but this is like kind of getting old. I'm really uncomfortable. My fingers are kind of stiff and swollen. That's why I'm not wearing my wedding ring. My feet are very swollen all the time. The doctor is not worried about it because I have very low good blood pressure. I haven't gained too much weight, so they're not worried about, what's it called, preeclampsia or something like that. They're not worried about that. It's just regular swelling, but because it's gotten so hot and I haven't really been that good about just laying back and keeping my feet up, my feet have gotten really swollen and my hands are kind of swollen. That's probably the biggest complaint I have. There's really only one pair of shoes that fit me at this point. They're those Shoe Dazzle white slides I talked about in, I think it was like my April favorites video. Those are the only shoes I can put on my feet. Like, that's how bad it is. I'm really self-conscious about it, so I'm probably not going to show you them. Like, they're really bad. But yeah, not fun. Also, I've definitely noticed it's been a lot more difficult to sleep and just get comfortable. I still have my pregnancy pillow that I use, but my belly is just like so big and everything just feels smashed. I'm getting up at night to go to the bathroom because the baby's head is like straight up right on my bladder. Also, if you are new here, I'm gonna just refer to my baby as the baby because I don't know if it's a he or a she. We decided to not find out. I made a whole video on why I'm not finding out the gender until birth, obviously. So that's why I just refer to the baby as the baby and not him or her. I've also definitely noticed round ligament pain here and there, just like little sharp pains here. Nothing really bad. I haven't really had any Braxton Hicks contractions really. If I push myself, like if I'm out doing way too much, walking around too much, I definitely will get some tightness, like even up in here. I was feeling tightness down here even like in the second trimester a couple times, and I'm not sure why. I haven't felt it down here, but I've gotten a little bit of tightness up in here, which I think is Braxton Hicks, but it's very rare, like maybe once a week, if that. So another thing I was feeling, and I legitimately thought I was dilating or something. I know people say you can't feel it when you're dilating or like when your cervix is opening, but I was getting little zings and like shocks down there. And I thought maybe I was dilating because my mom, even with her first, I know it's really not common to be dilated this early, like at 36 weeks with your first child, and this is my first, but my mom with me was walking around like 5 centimeters dilated for weeks. So I thought maybe I'm dilating. Well, it turns out I went to the doctor for my 36-week appointment and they checked me, and I'm not dilated. I kind of wanted to be because then I just would feel like things are moving along, but it's totally normal that I'm not dilated. It's not like an issue. She was not expecting me to be dilated. They'll check me now every week though, so who knows, maybe next week I will be a little bit. What they also did at my 36-week appointment was do that test for that bacteria you can have. I don't know the full name of it, but there's some sort of bacteria that you can have down there that can be transmitted to the baby during birth. So they test you for it, and if you end up having it, they will put an IV of antibiotics in you during delivery. I don't know my results from that test yet. I think like 20% of women have it, so I don't know if I have it yet. I'm sure I'll find out at my next appointment, but they did do that. It's just a little swab. It's like when you go in to get your regular like pap smear or whatever. It's the same exact concept. They put that like expander thing in you, take a swab, and yeah. It's kind of uncomfortable because I think I'm just like hot and swollen down there, but anyways, probably TMI, I apologize. But yeah, I guess I would say all in all, I have good days and bad days. Like there's some days where if I really don't get a good night's sleep, like extra bad, because I have had a couple days where I've just had terrible insomnia, like I'm just up all night, I can't sleep. I have a really bad day the next day, like I just feel so tired and worn out. But then I have other days like yesterday where I can clean the whole house, go grocery shopping. I put together and organized the whole nursery, like dresser doors and everything. That's probably why my feet are extra swollen today though, because I didn't have them elevated. But there's just good days and bad days in this third trimester I've found. I'm so excited to finally meet our baby, and I'm just so excited to have like a normal physical body, like not be out of breath all the time. I would like to be able to bend over without this being in the way, you know what I mean? Like I'm kind of just getting to the point where I'm like, okay, I am really ready. We have everything set up. I'm super ready and excited to find out if it's a boy or a girl. There's just a lot of things that I'm ready. I'm ready to be done being pregnant and to be a mom. I am ready for the transition. So the next thing on my list of things to do is to put together my hospital bag. I haven't done that yet. I think it's okay. Like I don't think I'm going to be going into labor anytime soon. I'm 36 weeks pregnant. I could still be pregnant for a whole month, though people do go a few weeks early. So I have to put that hospital bag together. I've been watching a lot of hospital bag or like what's in my hospital bag videos on YouTube, and I'm not trying to be, what's the word? I am not pointing out anyone in particular. It's really across the board, all the videos I've seen, but people pack so much stuff for the hospital, and I don't think it's really that necessary. Like from what my doctors have told me and the hospital of what's going to be available, and just talking to other recent moms, like a lot of that stuff you don't need. So I'm going to pack pretty minimally. If you guys want to see a minimalist what's in your hospital bag type of video, let me know and I will film it for you. Hopefully I don't end up regretting it and wishing I had a bunch of stuff, but I just don't think I'm going to need that many things. You know, the hospital has most of what you need there. So I plan to do that in the next few days here just to be safe and have that ready. I'm trying to suck down the water, like as much water as possible, because I know that that helps with the swelling. So I constantly carry this around with me. It's like a part of me. So I want to talk a little bit more about my appointment and specifically the sonogram part of it, and we'll get to the sonogram pictures as well. At the appointment, the baby's heartbeat was 138 beats per minute, which is actually on the lower end of what it's been. I'd say average has been like mid 140s, around there. I know that there's that wives' tale of a lower heart rate means boy and higher heart rate means girl. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm also considering doing a video where I like test out on myself all of the different wives' tales to see if we can come up with if this is a boy or girl. Let me know if you'd want to see that, but this time around the beats per minute was 138, and when I was getting my sonogram done, they do all the measurements and everything like that, and they try to predict the weight and like what the weight will be at birth. And baby Drew is just slightly above average, which I am good with. I hope that this is accurate. I really don't want to have an issue where I have like a huge baby that I can't deliver, you know what I mean? So they are estimating that the baby is 5.5 to 6 pounds right now and will be 7.5 to 8 pounds at the due date, which is June 20th. So that's the 58th percentile. Let me know how accurate your doctor's estimation was of your baby's birth weight. If you've gone through this before and had kids, I would love to know if it's accurate, if I can rely on that, or if it's really not that accurate. I would love to have a 7.5 pound baby. That would be great. I don't want like a Jessica Simpson 12, 13 pound baby, you know what I mean? The doctor also said, she didn't like break down what all 8 parts were, but there's 8 things that they look for on the sonogram. I'm guessing like measurements and the heart and kidneys and like all the different organs they check for. There's 8 things that they look for, and baby Drew got 8 out of 8, looking good, very healthy, and also very active. Like the last week or so, the baby has been so active, and I was kind of under the assumption, because everyone always says once you get so big and there's not so much room in there, you might notice that the baby doesn't move around as much. But this baby is moving more than ever, and actually what my doctor said is that's a myth. It's a myth that the baby should like slow down movements. You really should still be feeling movements. She said if I feel like the baby isn't moving as much, I should call immediately, because that could be bad. So if you're at this stage like me, if you kind of know your baby's habits and movements and you notice that they're lessening, you should probably call your doctor. I'm not a doctor, but I'm just saying that's a myth out there that the baby is like slowing down or not moving around as much because there's less room. Supposedly that's a myth. So I do have some sonogram pictures. I actually have a lot here, but there's really only one that I think you'll be able to make out what it is, maybe 2. So this is a 4D image of the profile of baby Drew. So this right here is the nose, and then the eye, lip. This is like my outer stomach because the baby's facing out. So this is like my stomach wall or the placenta or something. But hopefully you can make that out. I love this little picture. Everyone has been telling me that the nose looks like my nose. Like my mom said that right away. Nick said it. So it's just so interesting. I can't wait to find out what this baby looks like and if it's a boy or a girl. This you might be able to see. I'm not sure. These are like the knuckles. The baby had its hand like down trying to grab its foot. So these are the knuckles, and then that is the foot, I guess. And then this one I can make out. I'm not sure if it's obvious, but I'm going to turn it this way. 2 eyes, nose, mouth, like that. And that's just a 2D, I think. I don't think that's 4D. I'm not sure. Here's a little close-up of the bump, too, in case you wanted to see that. We are popping. Baby's head is way down here, the doctor said, and then it's kind of curled up. So we've got the back, the butt, and then the legs. So I get kind of kicked in this area. Sometimes I'll feel hiccups down here, like just little movements. And it's super crazy because sometimes with the movement and the kicking, the butt will like lift up and make my stomach totally lopsided. It's so cool. I actually posted a video on my IG stories of it. It's still on there on my baby highlight if you want to go see it if you missed it. I'll put my Instagram handle right here. But yeah, super fun. We are so ready for you to pop out, little guy or girl. So that is it, you guys, though. That is my 36-week update. Thank you for checking in with me and following along with me on this journey. I am so excited for you guys to meet baby Drew. I'm definitely going to be making a lot of mommy videos. I know that my channel really started out as makeup and beauty, and I'll still implement those things into my channel, but just with how my life is going to be going and the responsibilities I'm going to have, if I want to keep up with this channel, that is the way that I'm going to be able to do it. And I hope that you guys still continue to like that. So there probably won't be another pregnancy update. The next update will be Baby Drew update and you meeting Baby Drew. I most likely though will be announcing the birth on Instagram and announcing the gender on Instagram because it's just a lot faster and it'll get to you guys sooner than me having to wait and like make a video and everything like that. So if you want to know when I'm going into labor, having the baby, or the baby is born and what the baby is, boy or girl, definitely follow me on Instagram. That is where you can get those updates. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!